next thing I know, I'm looking at my drone stuff, collecting dust, and I'm like, dude, it's been a while since I've flown my drones. Like, I need to get out and do something. Now been a year since we started this YouTube channel, and believe it or not, it's actually been about 8 months since I've even flown any FPV. Now let's talk a little bit about why. So a year ago when I started this channel, I was so excited about shooting FPV, flying FPV, learning about FPV, and just not only that, but just being able to have a safe space to kind of be able to create the way I want to create. Whoa, I'm the only one here. Look at this place. I think this is a perfect opportunity to pull the drone out. As much as I love it and enjoy it and just always think about it, I'm not gonna lie, it's gotten really, really tough to maintain. I was having fun too. Dang it. For multiple reasons. One, I would say the first and foremost is it's a lot of work. If anybody's ever created content on YouTube or on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, as we all know, if you're being consistent with it, it's a lot of work. It's not ever as simple as just getting out there and just shooting some stuff and posting stuff. You can do that, but you know, when you're trying to stay concise with an idea, it really does get pretty hard and pretty overwhelming to stay on top of it. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, to be honest with you, just the amount of knowledge that you need to have that I don't have is very overwhelming as well when it comes to this space. I know nothing about RC, I know nothing about FPV, I barely know anything about drones, even though I've been flying drones for the most part fairly commercially for the last like 8 years or so, you know, all the way back to the Phantom 1, you know, up until, you know, the most recent Mavics, you know, but those are, to be honest with you, fairly consumer friendly. Anybody can pick those up and fly those without having to really know much. It's when I started getting into like the FPV stuff, the, you know, setting rates, setting expos, making sure that, you know, you're repairing stuff properly, soldering, all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's not clean. Oh, that's bad. That's when I started to be like, dang, this is pretty overwhelming. And not only that, but like, I started off in digital. I think for the most part, if you're starting off in FPV, it's probably a pretty good idea to get into the analog space. And if I would have done one thing differently, I probably would have done that. But I didn't really know much about it at the time. All I know is I got a really good deal on a really solid bundle of the DJI Avata 2. I couldn't say no to that. I was just going forward with what I had, and it was amazing. The quality that I got from that was amazing. You know, the controls, it was, again, very out of the box, very user friendly. So I just kind of moved forward with it and rocked with it. But then when I started crashing and having to fix stuff or learn how to fix stuff, especially when you're out in the field and you want to just keep on flying more, and then you get home and you're like, crap, this isn't just as simple as just putting my stuff away and getting my batteries recharged and everything. And that's another thing, batteries, you guys, you can't just come home and just recharge your batteries for the next time that you fly. You have to make sure that your stuff is down to storage.
HV, the cell voltage 435, the cell count 4 cell, everything's right. Start task. HV, yes.
LiPos are a whole other story, you guys, and that's something that I learned very early on, and I still to this day don't even fully understand batteries. It's just very overwhelming, the amount of stuff that you have to do. But I just ended up stopping and just finding other things to do, and next thing I know, it's 3, 4, 5 months without flying any drone when I was going every single day. And then all of a sudden I'm just doing other things, and the next thing I know, I'm looking at my drone stuff, collecting dust, and I'm like, dude, it's been a while since I've flown my drones. Like, I need to get out and do something. And then I start to get overwhelmed with, you know, anxiety and self-doubt and all that kind of stuff. Like, oh, you can't even stay with this for, you know, 3 months, let alone moving forward to be a really amazing FPV pilot for years to come, you know. So then I start to kind of get in my head with that as well. So that kind of stuff is kind of another boundary that you have to kind of break through. But you know what? I think that my body and my mind and everything like that started to talk to me again and be like, hey bro, get back out there. And it's been really helpful because I've bumped into a couple people that are really cool and close by, which is another huge thing, you guys. If there's people out there that are really into FPV and really into whatever hobby that they're into, and they don't have anybody physically next to them, and all they have is Reddit or, you know, Discord or whatever to be able to talk, it's great that we have those resources, but man, it's just 10 times better when you actually have somebody. So with that said, you know, I've bumped into a couple people who've been really helpful with wanting to help me move forward with this. I want to actually get back into the space, but I want to do it with analog. I think analog is a really good way of getting back into it, kind of starting from the bottom up, learning a little bit more from the ground level. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't wanna say more importantly, like money is like what's important, because knowledge honestly is what's most important, but it is pretty discouraging when you're crashing things and having to fix things all the time, when you're dealing with, you know, DJI 04 units, anything that's digital that's a lot more expensive. So if I'm getting into the analog space and I'm doing some stuff in that space a little bit more, I think it's gonna be a lot easier for me to be able to learn smaller piece by piece instead of feeling like I'm cramming it all in at once. So that's gonna be my goal, you guys. And you guys, I have a lot of really cool ideas moving forward on videos that I'm gonna be posting. I'm gonna be doing all that stuff very soon. So if you guys are seeing this right now, that means that we've got videos coming up in the near future. I got my drone stuck on the roof of a pretty dangerous spot. Oh, no. And then I did it again.
Hold it. Ah. No!
No way, bro. What just happened? Don't make the same mistakes that I did. We're having to deal with ancient beasts from the prehistoric era. And I'm gonna try and get a little steezy.
Okay. Careful for the roof. Take your time.
Damn, look how many bullet holes are in this. With that said, I'm gonna be creating a lot of really cool content. I'm gonna be moving it up as far as elevation and production quality. You know, if there's one thing that I can do, it's edit. And I love editing so much. It's one of my favorite things in the world. So I'll create content, put it out, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you guys do enjoy this content, please feel free to hit that subscribe, like, share. I mean, this isn't necessarily something that you guys care to share. I mean, this is just me being vulnerable right now. But there's gonna be some stuff that you guys are gonna really enjoy. I don't necessarily wanna like think to myself like, oh, I don't wanna put that up because I don't want people to think about me a certain way. I don't want people thinking that I'm acting like I'm an expert at this. You guys know at this point, I'm not an expert in any of this stuff, you guys. I just love this stuff. I love flying. I love learning about it. And I love doing it at my own pace. As a matter of fact, hold on. I got some in my pocket. I got 2 packs in my pocket right now. You guys think I should rip one? Or 2? Let's put one up, man. This ain't no outro, this is the intro. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Pavo Femto up, you guys. This is, well, maybe not this one. Maybe not that one, because that one's broken. Dang, I just crashed the hell out of that. We're gonna go ahead and put this thing up in the air real quick. This is actually gonna be my first flight in a very long time. So I'm actually a little bit nervous. But who cares? Like I said, I'm not gonna be taking things seriously anymore, man. I'm just gonna go out and do things when I feel like doing it. Let's go ahead and get up in the air real quick. Heck yeah. If you guys appreciate that and you guys enjoy and you guys wanna watch this journey, if you guys are 2 steps behind me, you know, and you guys are just starting your journey and you guys are looking at this as somebody that you can be like, okay, cool, this is where he's at, this is where I'm at, even though that's not a good place to live. Like, you're not supposed to compare yourself to other people, but it is encouraging when you're seeing other people that are like 2 steps ahead of you that are doing shit that you want to be doing, and you know that it's right around the corner for you. So if I can be that outlet for you guys, then I really hope that that's helpful to you guys, and I really appreciate you guys. If you want to continue to keep on following my journey, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and just keep up to date, man, because I'm gonna be posting a lot. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We just flew fun little first pack, second pack, whatever you want to call it. That first pack was kind of dead, but anyways, much love to you guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. And again, I got a lot of really cool content coming out very soon, man. And if you guys are new to the channel and if you guys are just seeing this for the first time, make sure to go hit some of the older stuff, man. Like, we did some really cool stuff before, and we're gonna be doing some really cool stuff coming soon. So much love to you guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out, and yeah, we'll chat you on the next one.